Today is an exciting Ask Tina because this Ask Tina comes from one of our newly established book ambassadors group. And if you want to become a book ambassador, then you should check out the link in my profile. Okay, so Morgan, give me the question from our book ambassador. Okay, so this comes from Olivette, and I started out my career as a bank manager, and one day my client came into my office, had a heart attack, and died right there in my office. That incident changed my psyche, and anxiety has been present ever since. It's debilitating. How can inner fitness help? Okay. All right, Olivette. So thank you for asking. And here are some immediate thoughts that come to mind. Number one is, do you have a journal? And I want you to get a journal so that you can write in your journal in some very specific ways. First off, I would be curious as to what this event happening in your office means to you. There is some sort of meaning that you have assigned to this event, and for you to get curious about that is worth your while. Number two is, and I talk about this in the little book of Big Lies, when our nervous system gets bunched up, our job is to begin to work with it, and thank you for your question because that's what you're doing. Begin to work with it so that it can release itself and we can move back into flow. A great actual technique for that is EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. You can go on to YouTube and look up EFT, and there are a number of videos that can support you in trying that technique on for size. And you may even be able to find an EFT course somewhere. And the last thing that comes to mind is the idea of your own vulnerability and mortality. Again, I don't know what you have assigned, what meaning you have assigned to these events that happened. I don't know if these events have left you afraid of life or afraid for your own well-being and mortality. But here is, I will share with you my take on life that actually helps me navigate just about anything. And that is, I understand that life is this creative process. You know, we are told that life started through a big bang, right? And that bang created something. So I am always aware that life is bumping into life, creating more life, and it's not personal. And so you can take these events and turn them into some profound or fear-filled explanation, but the truth is, it just happened. Life bumped into life and created more life. This is life. Stuff happens. And we human beings are so afraid of our mortal flesh that anything that is foreign scares us. But when we begin to truly invite in the idea that there is a part of us, that the infinite self, that is it is beyond birth and death. It is beyond the, as they say, the yin and yang of it all. When we begin to recognize that we are more than these fearful bodies, we can begin to relax, feel like we are safe in the world, and accept life on life's terms and thrive. So I hope that there was something in this answer that is supportive to you, and I thank you for asking, Tina.